Hey y'all, my name is Nat. I hope you're having a terrific day today, and Merry Christmas! For this video, we are going to be doing the Christmas Carol tag. This original video was created by Lauren Wade, I believe. I'll find a link to that and put it in the description down below. However, I was tagged by the wonderful Rosie Cocksha, and I'll put a link to her video right here in the cards. Definitely go check her out. She is wonderful. She recently hit 100 subscribers, so let's keep that number rising. Given that this video is coming out on Christmas, I decided this was the perfect tag to do, and she was nice enough to tag me in it. Tried to get ahead of my tags, did not work out as well as planned. Oh well, let's just jump right in. Each of these is based on something that deals with the Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens and has different questions to go along with them. First prompt, The Ghost of Christmas Past, a book that was a childhood favorite. For me, I definitely had to go with the Nancy Drew books. I only own The Secret of the Old Clock, which is the original first book, but I loved these when I was a kid. These were probably one of the series that really got me into mysteries. That and the fact that I've been watching CSI since I was like 8. Always adored the idea of being able to try and solve these different mysteries myself. Probably, like I said, what sparked my love of mysteries and true crime and things such as that. Next question, The Ghost of Christmas Present. A recent book that you think will become one of your all-time favorites. For that, I'm definitely going with The House in the Cerulean Sea by T.J. Klune. I loved this story. You can see me gush about it in my wrap-up, but this just feels like a warm hug. Sweet and wholesome and pure. Is it predictable? Definitely. But it's just such an adorable, fun, great story. I loved every time I picked it up. All of the characters are just so sweet and have created their own little family that you just want to be a part of. It's terrific. I'm definitely going to turn to this whenever I'm feeling down now because it constantly brought a smile to my face. Next question, The Ghost of Christmas Yet to Come. A book coming out next year that you're most excited about. For this one, I'm going to go with the second book in the Sunshine Vikram series, which is going to be A Good Day for Chardonnay. This story follows Sunshine Vikram, who has recently become a sheriff in the small New Mexico town. Her daughter is starting to become interested in mysteries as well. I absolutely love Dorinda Jones's writing. If you haven't heard, here it is again. I blasted through the first book, had so much fun, laughed, cried. It was great, and I can't wait to continue this series. I feel like I should be drinking something more Christmassy. Sorry. Next prompt, Bah Humbug. A book that everyone loves that you just can't stand. So out of curiosity on this one, I actually went to my Goodreads and searched books that had the highest ratings, and then I found one that had an incredibly high rating, but I had a fairly low rating on. And for that, I had Aerofire by Sarah J. Maas. This is the third book in the Throne of Glass series. As I've mentioned before, I actually DNF'd this series. I really enjoyed the first two books. However, the third was my least favorite. I actually gave this 2 stars. However, on Goodreads, I think the average rating was like 4.47 stars. So I was clearly in the minority about that one. Next prompt is Bob Cratchit. An old dependable that you always recommend. The Outsiders by S.E. Hinton, 100%. I adored this book. Everyone I know who read it in school adored this book. So if anyone ever asks me for a recommendation to try and get into reading, this book. Right here. Prompt 6, Tiny Tim. An underhyped book that you think deserves more love. So for this, I'm actually going to be going with a graphic novel / webcomic called Tripping Over You by Owen White and Susanna Harcum. This has been one of my favorite webcomics for quite a while. It's very similar story-wise to Heartstopper, but I don't think it really gets a lot of attention. But I will put a link to the website down below if you're interested in checking it out. I really adore this series. It follows these 2 boys starting in university, I believe, and then as they transition after graduating and slowly trying to become adults, as they find themselves, slowly start to figure out what they want to do with their lives, both in their romantic relationship and their own efforts in going into the world. That came out weird. I don't know. You got what I mean. Prompt 7. Today, why it's Christmas Day. What's a book that always gets you in the mood for Christmas, apart from A Christmas Carol? I personally don't really have one usually, but this year I did decide to try and read The Chronicles of Narnia by C.S. Lewis to get me into the Christmas spirit. Although I am filming this early, technically speaking, when you are seeing this video, I will be continuing on with the last 3 books in this. So you know, right in the Christmas spirit. It's most certainly because of The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, but this series always just makes me think of Christmas time, even though mostly only that single book is really set in a wintry Christmas time. Prompt 8, The Muppets Christmas Carol. Your favorite film adaptation of a book. I actually much preferred the Disney Christmas Carol version, just saying. I really couldn't think of one for this. So because of that, I considered the fact that one of my favorite movies is based on a book, even though I haven't read it. Well, technically a play. So 10 Things I Hate About You is actually one of my absolute favorite movies. I've loved it for years, and it is actually originally based on The Taming of the Shrew by William Shakespeare. So bam. Have I read it? No. Am I going to? Probably not, but it's still one of my favorite movies. Prompt 9 is to tag some people, but given the fact that it is Christmas Day today, I'm not gonna do that. If you really want to do this one, feel free. I won't blame you if you don't do it until next year though. Alright y'all, so that is it today. Thank you so much for coming to my channel as always. I really appreciate it. Make sure to hit like and subscribe down below. I come out with videos on Monday and Friday, but until then, I hope you continue to have a terrific day and Merry Christmas.